The mean value theorem, although quite simple in its formulation, has actually some very important applications in calculus, including the fundamental theorem of calculus. But here we're going to look at three particular applications, and they're all related to the way a function varies in a certain interval. So here are the three important applications. If the derivative of a function is equal to 0 for all x's in a certain interval I, then using the mean value theorem, we can prove that the function f of x is actually a constant, is constant on the interval I. The second application is if the derivative of a function is positive for all x in a certain interval I, then f is actually increasing on that interval. So the function f is increasing on the interval I. And finally, the third and final application is that if the derivative is negative for all x in an interval I, then in that interval f, the function f, will be decreasing on the interval I. So I would like to give you a quick proof of this part 1. So just imagine we have an interval I like this, and you take two numbers a and b on the interval, and we assume that the derivative of our function is equal to 0 for all x in the interval I. And I want to prove that with this assumption, I want to prove that f is actually constant. So let's take any two numbers a and b. What I want to prove is that f of a is exactly equal to f of b. So therefore, that would mean that the function is constant. It's the same value everywhere on the interval I. So by the mean value theorem, of course, there exists a c somewhere in the interval. Yeah, there is a c there between a and b, such that f dash at c is equal to f of b minus f of a over b minus a. But we know that f of x, f dash of x is equal to 0. That means f dash of c is equal to 0, which means that the fraction f of b over b minus a is equal to 0, which means in fact that multiply both sides by b minus a, you will get f of b minus f of a equal to 0, which implies that f of b is the same as f of a, which basically means that f is constant on the interval I. It has exactly the same value everywhere on the interval I. I'm now going to take a look at two examples where we use the mean value theorem. So the first one is, suppose function f is continuous on the interval 0, 4 and differentiable inside the interval So differentiable on the interval 0, 4, open, like this. And we also suppose the following two things, that f of 0, the value of f at 0 is minus 3, and its derivative is always less than or equal to 5 for all x in the interval 0, 4. Given all of this, I want to prove that the value of f at the other end of the interval, so f of 4 is in fact less than or equal to 17. So I want to prove this result here. Okay, and we're going to do that using the mean value theorem. So the solution will be like this. Solution. So by the mean value theorem applied to the function f on the interval 0, 4, we know that there exists a c in the interval 0, 4 such that f dash at c is equal to f at 4 minus f at 0 divided by 4 minus 0. So this will give us f of 4 minus f of 0 is, of course, minus 3 is given there. Yeah? So it's minus 3 over 4. And because we assume that f dash is less than 5, then that means this is less than or equal to 5. Now multiply both sides by 4 and we will get f of 4 plus 3 less than or equal to 20, and we remove 3 from both sides, so f of 4 less than or equal to 17, which is what we wanted to prove. Here are two questions that you could try and solve. We assume that the functions that we're going to talk about are continuous and differentiable on the set of all real numbers. So question number 1, I would like you to have a look at this. Question 1. Assume that f of 1 is equal to 10 and that the derivative of the function is greater than or equal to 2 for all x in the interval 1 to 4. And the question is to show that f of 4 then must be greater than or equal to 16. Question number 2 will be the following this time. So we assume that f dash of x is between 3 and 5, like this, for all x in the interval, this time for all x in the interval 2, 8. I want to prove that then, under these conditions, that the difference f of 8 minus f of 2 is between these two numbers, 18 and 30. Values of x. Finally, in this video, I want to show the following result, that sine -1 of x plus cosine -1 of x is always equal to pi over 2, and this for all x in the interval -1, 1. So I want to prove this using the mean value theorem. So the proof will be like this. So I will let the function f of x be sine -1 of x plus cosine -1 of x. This function is continuous, differentiable on the interval -1, 1, and we know that its derivative f dash is equal to the derivative of sine -1, which is 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared, plus the derivative of cosine -1, which is minus 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. That means that the derivative of this function f is equal to 0 for all x in the interval -1, 1. Now, because the derivative is equal to 0, the mean value theorem says that the function is constant everywhere in the interval -1, 1. So it takes one single value. That value, of course, will be the same as at 0, at 1, at -1, etc. So we can say that the function f of x is equal to its value at 0 for all x in the interval -1, 1. It doesn't change. Now, f of 0 is kind of easy to calculate. So f of 0 is sine -1 at 0 plus cosine -1 at 0. Now sine -1 at 0 is 0, and cosine -1 of 0 is pi over 2, because the cosine of pi over 2 is equal to 0. So that is pi over 2. Therefore, the conclusion from all of this is that our function, which is sine -1x plus cosine -1x, is equal to pi over 2 for all values of x in the interval -1, 1. I will finish this by giving you two questions that you can try that use the same sort of method as the previous example. First, fairly simple one, prove that tan -1 of x plus cotangent -1 of x is always equal to pi over 2, this time for all x in the set of real numbers. So we have an identity that you can try and prove. This one is fairly simple. A little bit more difficult one would be to prove the following. Prove that 2 sine -1 of x minus cosine -1 of 1 minus 2x squared is always equal to 0 for all x in the interval 0, 1.